Welcome to Drawtectives, where we solve a dumb mystery using even dumber drawings. I am your show game master. I'm your mystery master,
Ooh.
Julia Lepetine.
Yeah.
And I'm joined by my friends here, Nathan Yaffe,
Hello.
Jacob Andrews,
Wow.
and Karina Farrick.
That's me.
And it's season 3!
I can't believe we're here.
Oh
We're
my
doing it
God.
I can't believe
again.
we've survived this long.
We keep on trucking.
Beep, beep.
Yeah, it's been a bit, but thank you all for coming here and watching season 3. Just so you know, if you haven't seen the other 2 seasons of Drawtectives, you don't have to have seen them to watch this season. There's just, some characters and familiar faces that will be in the show this season that might make more sense if you watch the other 2, but it's not necessarily needed.
Also, they're really good, and you should watch them if you like entertaining shows.
Thank you.
If you like things that are bad and boring, though, then don't watch them.
Yeah, you
because
can
you're
skip
not going to
those.
find what you're looking for there.
Are you 3 ready?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Am I ready?
Yeah,
Are you ready?
I hope so.
Look within yourself. Are you ready?
Believe
Do
in
we
yourself.
need to stop?
I think we're ready.
Okay, good.
It's happening.
Let's get into it.
Oh,
Oh,
Jancy.
Oh, Jancy.
Ooh, Jancy.
Children.
hi, Jancy.
Hey.
Welcome back. It's been a bit.
Yeah.
It's been like a month-ish.
Jancy,
Yeah.
your office is looking kind of psychedelic a little bit. You get some
And-
new lights in here or
And I
something?
love the fit, Jancy.
Oh, thank you. I'm off the clock, as it were. It's pretty late, so, it changes the colors in the office a little bit.
You telling me that's how lights
Is that
work?
how that works? That's crazy.
That's cool. Yeah.
I never know with the 3 of you what you do know and what you don't know.
Neither do we.
I'm genuinely shocked to learn this.
I just like to keep you guessing.
Thank you. It keeps me interesting. Hey, what have you 3 been up to?
It's a loaded question.
You going first?
Oh, so this is where I'm drawing now.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
gonna give me an update and give us a character outfit update.
I'm so ready.
Yee! Hell yeah!
All right, I'm ready. I'm nervous.
Why?
I'm so excited.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Okay, we got
The
the shadow
anticipation.
of old York here.
Ghost.
The ghost of old York.
Oh, good title for season 3 though, or season 4.
Ghosts of
But
old
I want to
York.
see New York, baby.
Hey!
I want to see the lights.
The big city.
The big boy.
He's in the,
The
city.
big boys in the big city. I feel like I want to get into it a little bit before I start, talking about all the story. So I'm trying to get a pose down first,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, please do.
This feels like the most important drawing
Right.
Yeah,
that I'm going
'cause
to do.
we keep seeing it.
Because I have to look at this so much.
Yeah.
It's like, if I don't do it good, my life is over.
But also, this is the only drawing you'll have to render probably for the season. So this is the only drawing that you can fix.
Why don't you render them, Julia?
Julia, do it for us.
Please.
Poor Kay.
Although if all of you were like, yeah, Julia, I really can't. Can you do it? I'd be like, okay.
But we wouldn't
Yeah,
do
that's
that
the-
to
No,
you.
you wouldn't.
Because that's
problem.
cruel.
Yes. And you were all my friends.
And we know you would do it.
Yes.
And we're working on that. Oh, I'm so excited to see what York's been up to.
I'm excited to see what everyone's been up to. It's been so long since I've seen these friends.
Yeah.
I know, I miss them when they're not around.
But it's been 1 month since the events of season 2.
Yes.
Okay.
trying to decide like what the new pose is going to be, because it's got to be like, fairly
Yeah.
neutral, so that it fits a lot of different scenarios.
Right.
Yeah. So you can be talking to people.
But I don't want it to be like the same as he's always been posing. You know what I mean? Oh, God.
Where are you going? You are also going first and by extension kind of setting the standard. So
That's true.
Yeah.
set it well or I'll kill you.
God, I'm gonna try my darndest here.
Yeah, could you set a good standard, please?
Yeah. You know we're not going to do it. Hey, Julia.
I was about to say, I mean, I guess Jancy's here, so she kind of set the standard.
Okay, I'm just gonna start in on some details, I think, and we'll just go with it as we go.
Tell
us
about it, Jacob.
Okay, so here's what I was thinking for York this season. This one fact doesn't have to do with his character design at all, but it is important. York has learned how to read.
Congrats, bud.
Finally, I don't have to read on your behalf.
I haven't thought up the exact circumstances of him learning how to read yet. I figure that maybe I can come up with that, as we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like why he did it and how he did it. But he knows how to read. That's the important part. We're not doing it anymore.
I can't live like this anymore.
It's not possible. We need to, I can't keep misreading things and then having everyone yell at me.
Well, York, what if it's like York in being a famous fashion model, and after the events of season 2 learned that contracts can be bad and that maybe he should read them?
That's definitely an option.
Julia doing the heavy lifting as always. Is he still a model?
I'm unsure on that. So here's kind of what I'm thinking about York's character design for this one.
Yeah.
York, as you know, there's only one band that the Northern tribes have ever gotten the music of, and it's Birds of Prey.
Right.
Okay,
Falcone's band.
Yeah.
And so York went to his first ever punk show.
Oh.
Punk York?
And when he walked in, he was like, what the hell? Why did no one tell me about this? This is just like the Northern tribes. Everything's all ripped up. People are tussling and bustling and rustling with each other. It's loud. Everyone's kind of aggressive. And so York immediately fell in love with the punk rock scene.
Yeah.
And so he has become super enamored with going to shows and being part of the punk scene. So York this time is going to have the side shaved mullet.
Amazing.
Going on.
That rules.
Punk York era, pork era.
Pork.
Punk York is pork.
Punk York is pork.
Get it trending.
I don't have enough room for his hair.
Everyone text your entire contact list. Punk York is pork.
Punk York is pork.
I can't wait to get those tweeted at us and to see what the responses are.
Incredible.
That's going to be one that I've forgotten that I've said it, and then people are going to be tweeting it at me, and I'm going to be like, what? What does
Now
this mean?
what are you people saying?
Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, York's posture has to get worse for his hair to fit in the frame. He had real good posture as a male model, but now he sort of has to hunch a little to keep his head under the...
Well, that's punk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know for a fact we're going to have ripped sleeves are making a return.
Hell yeah.
I don't think they ever left.
It was more
did
of
leave.
a...
They had a cuffed sleeve.
It was cuffed, not
I like
ripped.
to think that they were just kind of rolled in on themselves to look like a cuff, but they were still really frayed.
Yeah, he ripped them, and then the tailor was like,
someone had to fix it.
Okay, we can work with this.
Amazing.
And then I was thinking like it's going to be like a vest maybe. Like a like a leather vest
Okay.
situation
Hell yeah.
with like some sort of design.
A lest on our pork.
I don't even know what to say to that, but it's good. I like it.
It's just true. I mean, she's just being
It's
honest.
just straight fact.
Just call it like it is. You know
Yeah.
me. I'm real.
Yeah, and then we're bringing back the upper pecs,
Yabos.
the upper yabos,
Missed you.
and then I can't decide if it's gonna go like out the vest
That's up for you to feel out.
Yeah, I'm still working through it in my mind here.
Okay.
In my mind palace.
Yeah. You're Sherlock mind.
I have thoughts, but they're very biased thoughts.
Tell me.
If you don't have it flared out and more fitted, it makes his waist look sluttier.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Do we want it to like... Because it could be like a long vest.
Ooh, yeah, season 1 vibes a little.
The long vest also looks a little fantasy-y,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And this is not our world that
Like
this takes place in,
Yeah, correct.
for anyone who's unfamiliar.
What's the name of that world? That's the mystery we're
Don't
solving
worry,
this season.
Don't worry about it.
Well, I mean, I think in real life, people don't go around just being like, what a great day here on Earth. I love being on Earth.
Some
Like,
people
so
do.
why would, they go around to always saying the name of where they're at?
I guess we do have Earth Day,
I
which is
guess
usually
we do.
conflated with Arbor Day. Jacob, this is great.
Does
I
he
love
have
the look of this.
a tied around his waist sweatshirt?
Yeah.
He has a tight around his waist, like grunge era flannel.
Yeah.
yes.
Which I think is really funny because he doesn't wear sleeves. So he's literally never worn this shirt.
He uses it as a belt.
Yeah, he's never worn it as a shirt.
Belt, shirt.
He's seen a lot of
Bert.
people at the show wear them.
He's like, everyone else wears this, so
Yeah.
it must be part of like the
uniform.
armor.
Yeah.
The armor.
The
So
armor
I think
set.
it's like totally aesthetic only.
Yeah,
And what's better than that?
that's great. We love a fashion.
A lest and a Bert on your pork.
So true, bestie.
You can't just say things like that.
All he said was a lest and a Bert on your pork.
This sounds like
It's the code they use in international wars.
I was gonna say it sounds like code that they use for the Muppets.
What are they speaking in code about in the Muppets?
So that nothing leaks on their latest season. Those canonical
Oh, like
seasons.
production code.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought you meant the Muppets, like in universe. Muppet espionage. Muspionage, one may say.
espionage. Awful.
Oh, this is cute.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Pork Era.
We're definitely getting there.
Yeah.
And everything that I don't have figured out, I'm gonna just figure out in post.
Yeah,
fair.
we're
Yeah.
allowed to do that, I assume.
Yeah.
I mean, we can do whatever we want.
This is all just to,
I mean, we can't. We mustn't.
this is all just
Whatever we
for
want.
new viewers of Drawtectives to learn a little bit about your characters and old fans of Drawtectives to learn what their favorite characters have been up to.
Yeah. You got a punk rock orc
Yeah.
or a pork
Or a pork.
who's wearing a lest and a Bert.
All right, we've lost half our viewers.
No, come back.
Statistically, this will be the most viewed episode of the season. No pressure.
No pressure.
He needs arms, probably.
Unless there's a lore reason.
He's stretching them behind himself.
He's holding them behind his back so you don't have to draw the hands.
Yeah. His hands are perfectly tucked in his pockets. Well, he has to have the armband.
Yeah, he's gonna have the armband.
Yeah, where's
He's a-
his
he's a
little
prince.
armband?
Of the northern tribes, he needs his marking.
Because he's a sweet little prince.
He's a sweet little prince.
We love him.
His hands are like tucked into
Oh, he is doing it.
Hell yeah.
tucked into
It's
his
part of the tube.
whatever.
Yeah.
He can have one hand tucked.
Okay, so
He
if
ripped a hole in his, what do we call it? His
Bert.
Bert?
His Bert.
Yeah, he ripped holes in his Bert to act as pockets.
Yeah. Even though they don't go anywhere, they're just holes.
What if they're like holes in his shirt that then lead to his pants pockets?
That would make more sense.
That's very funny.
I think that's valid.
Yeah.
I like it.
And so what you've done here is if York ever does have to gesture, Julia needs to draw the hand.
That's true.
Yeah, I think Julia can figure
Do
that
y'all
out.
not do your own emotion? Wait, I did yours last year.
Oh,
Or
Karina?
last season.
Okay, so Karina will draw the hand.
Fuck off.
I do most of like the splash images. Unless Karina's like, let me have this character, please. I need to give the fans what they want.
I have ideas. I have very normal ideas.
I need to make this man making out with a helmet man. A full face mask man.
Well, that one, look.
That was my doing.
Yeah.
That was my request.
I forgot if this was discussed in our like Q&A stream, but the reason that what's his name Liticus never has his mask off is because there was no face design for him.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay.
Just full mask. York is so much bigger than Jancy. It's so
Armband?
funny.
He's a big boy.
He's always
That's not a complaint. It's
been.
just I draw characters so small.
I mean, he's supposed to be big.
Yeah.
He's a big pork.
He's a big
He's
pork.
a big pork. Just fucking.
He's a big pork.
Okay, I think this is going to be where I get to for right now, and then I'll clean it up in
Oh,
post.
he's so cute.
Yeah. I love
Wow,
But yeah,
bro.
Punk York is real.
Bro, you look massive today.
Yeah.
this. That's awesome.
And who's up next? I want to see more.
Is me.
Nathan, I
you.
want to see more.
Yeah. So Grandon
Yes.
is a lover of animals. A
Yes.
druid was sort of the original idea I had for them, and dog walker was, I think, their original job. I think maybe they've moved on to like dog groomer.
Whoa.
Ooh.
They're taking more high profile clientele, some fancy dogs. Because a little peek behind the curtain, according to the fans who we love, Grandon is more fashionable than Nathan is.
That is a unique challenge for you personally.
Yeah.
I love that for you.
Karina, you were nice enough to let me look at some of your fashion like reference books.
Nathan hit the books for this episode.
I did some research.
Studied.
Did any of it stick in your mind? Did any of it?
We're gonna find out.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's just do a little.
When you see fashion, do you comprehend it?
I don't know that I do. I think I'm like whatever Julia has going on with like recognizing what characters look like.
Uh-huh.
That's sort of what I've got when it comes to fashion.
Just like a void where that skill
Yeah.
should be
Yeah.
and where that information should be retained. It's a black hole.
I don't think it's that vacuous, but
Well, my memory for remembering what characters look like is that vacuous.
yeah, I was talking about Nathan.
Oh, yeah. Well, Nathan,
your character memory is that vacuous.
Yeah.
Well, it's time for Nathan to prove it if that's not the case.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. First things first, I want to do Julia a favor. I already got rid of the hat, but we can also maybe we just
Platforms?
Thank you.
maybe just a bit of some sort of because
Leg lengthening surgery?
I think because
Grandma got leg lengthening surgery?
oh my god.
Wow.
No, just I believe I think
Dangerous.
I think we're gonna some platforms.
She's jumping.
Oh.
Always jumping.
It's just boing, boing,
'Cause she-
boing, boing.
It's still gotta be sort of like sandal coated,
Yeah.
but just like sandals but up.
There's,
Uh-huh.
yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing.
Walks
That's a
into the
thing.
store. Give me sandals but up,
Well,
please.
yeah, they're not called that, but there are like chunky platform sandals.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna go with some chunky platform sandals.
I'd like
He's
uppies.
learning. Yeah. I want to feel tall. Uppies, please.
Uppies, please.
I do want to say for the fans that I just every episode where I have to animate, the characters, I do cheat Grandon up
Yeah.
quite a bit.
They have like a box.
Yeah, they just find they find slightly higher ground to stand on.
Yeah.
But now they're also, so you can still do that, but now also we're starting from a from a better spot. as
Every
well.
season they get taller.
Next season, leg lengthening surgery.
Oh.
Yes.
No, they just get like a bigger and bigger foldable crate.
Taller and taller platforms.
Like, hold on, I gotta go talk to this other person. Steps off of crate, folds it, walks over, refolds out crate, steps on it. Okay.
No, just give grandma those like platforms that kind of look like they kind of look like a hoof.
They kind of look like.
Oh yeah, like sort of like the crab claw looking ones.
Kind of, yeah.
Ooh.
That's what they look like to me.
Yeah, I don't know what they're called or what exactly they look like, but yeah, they're kind of just shaped like a stilt if you were trying to like build a really tall fursuit.
Yeah. Like that.
Like that.
Jacob gets it.
Yeah, next season, Grandon gets really into like circus performing acts.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Or fursuiting.
Stilts
Or
up.
first.
Yeah, it's like I walk your dog or I groom your dog, but I'm also dressed like a dog. It like puts the dogs at ease.
Dogs walking dogs. What'll be next?
I imagine season 4, Grendon wakes up from leg lengthening surgery, and the doctor's like, the surgery was a success, and Grendon's like, but where's York? And the doctor says, who do you think gave you the legs?
So now they're all the same height.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
And so
So now
now
Rosé towers over everyone.
York has Grendon's old legs, and Grendon has York's legs.
Oh, they
swap.
Oh, we did a swappy.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's kind of because
What
York
on
still
earth?
has a tall
torso, yeah.
a tall torso.
They're all fucked up now.
I hate this. This is more of a nightmare for me. I have to think about this every time I have
No,
to
we're
animate.
helping. We're helping.
This is helpful, right?
Yeah, we're helping. We helped you.
We're doing like a help.
No.
We're always trying to find new and creative ways to help Julia.
Yeah, we love to help.
She doesn't always appreciate them for some reason.
I'm just imagining Janty being like, so I haven't seen you in months, then Jesus Christ, what happened to you?
Ooh.
Grandma was feeling a little short. I was feeling a little tall.
We had to fix it.
We had to fix it. I want to see eye to eye with Grandma.
He was a short. He was a tall. Can I make it any more obvious?
Please make it more obvious. I don't understand.
Just Rosé in the corner, muttering.
One single tear coming from Rosé's eye. It's beautiful. I'm liking the direction this is heading in, Nathan.
I like the big jacket.
You can't go
Yeah.
wrong. You can't go
I
wrong.
like it a big jacket, but I also like to show a little midriff, maybe.
Ooh.
Maybe a little, show a little, hide a little sort of vibe.
You know, we talk about this every season,
Mm-hmm.
but the four of us draw character proportions very differently.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Grandma's head width
it's so wide.
is basically wider than Jancy.
It's like two heads.
I can
Why?
make it a little. I don't
I
want
mean, you don't have to.
Don't change yourself.
It's still gonna be the widest.
You
head.
don't have to conform.
Yeah,
It's-
you be embrace.
Just
embrace.
conform a little bit each season.
Just we're just gonna slowly.
Over time, you got head shrinking surgery.
Who do you think gave you the head?
Who do you think? What?
In what way? Ooh, Grandma was a little sassy there for a second.
Because I like Nathan likes a nice simple fashion, and I feel like that's sort of in right now. This sort of like big boxy jacket look.
Yeah.
Some say it was never out.
We're also like in a fantasy world.
That's
so,
true.
You know,
That's a
anything
good
can be in
point.
fashion.
Yeah.
And here's something: we can make the sleeves so big we don't
say it.
see the just don't see the we don't see the fingies.
Oh, yes.
We'll see a little bit of fingy on this one.
But that other hand can gesture freely with just a sleeve.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just sort of
Yes.
flopping.
Sleeve,
Yeah,
yeah.
maybe it's just a little bit down the shoulder on this side.
Yeah. Isn't that Larry Butts in Ace Attorney. Isn't he the one that has like one idle animation that's
Yeah, where
just
he's
him swinging
Flopping the sleeve, yeah.
and it's very cute, actually.
Yeah, and that's Grandma now.
Yeah, this is the meme of the two angels coming down and delivering something to me personally, and it's long sleeves over hands. That's the gift you've given me.
I'm just trying to give gifts. You've given
Thank
us
you.
the gift of this wonderful world that we get to just fuck around in.
What a wonderful world.
Are you okay?
Sorry, that was Nat King Cole.
What?
Isn't that who sings that?
It was
No.
It was Louis Armstrong.
That was
Yeah.
not King Cole. That was you.
That was Louis Armstrong who was here. That was Neil Armstrong.
Neil Armstrong.
Wow. He sang that on the moon.
Yeah, all
sang
the way
that
from the
on the
moon.
moon.
That's why he sounded
was so
like that,
strained.
because he didn't have his helmet on.
Yeah, no oxygen. It's amazing he was able to sing anything, especially with all the steroids he was taking.
Lance
A lot-
Armstrong.
We're going through a lot of people right now. I was about to say characters, but they're real people.
Some sort of like patterning. We'll figure that out
Oh.
later.
You said you were going to make it so simple, and now you're throwing patterning
Yeah,
in
the
here.
stripes.
Just a couple stripes.
A
The
couple
angels are coming
stripes.
down and taking away the gift.
Okay, and now I've one question I wanna pose to the team.
Please.
Oh.
A little pleading or no?
Oh.
Pleading kind of gives me cheerleader
Yeah, I
vibes.
say
Yeah.
no.
No pleading. No
No
pleading.
pleading.
It's
pleading.
cute, but nah.
I'm pleading for no pleading.
Yeah,
Same.
yeah. I also went to, Catholic school and the pleats on the skirts. I can't go back.
Can't go back. Okay.
Can't go back.
But yeah, I think
This is so cute.
Yeah, adorable.
that's sort of where we're at. A
Yeah.
little. Yeah. Okay. So
What
it
a
ended
delight.
up not being that much taller, but it's a little bit.
It is though.
The box
listen.
that you put them on can.
Listen, you gave me long sleeves. You took away the hat. What more could I ask for?
It doesn't get better than this.
It doesn't get better than this. Slide grandma over. Oh,
Put him over. Put him over.
Hold
Come
on.
on. Come on.
Come on, put him
Come
over.
on.
Come on.
Hey,
Come on.
I'm putting him over here.
Come on.
Put him over, pal. Come on. Go ahead.
I did. It's just having a little bit of trouble.
Go ahead. Put him over.
There we go.
Yay.
Even closer. There you go. Okay.
beautiful.
Thank you.
Great work,
Wow.
Nathan.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited for this season, and I'm excited to see what Karina draws.
Wow. Get in here.
Okay, so Rosé, little absolute scrimblow.
Mm-hmm.
Because I talked about how Rosé, like, she kind of started off as like, rogue base, ex-delinquent, got a job, lied to get the job, getting the job now, kind of cleaning her act up. So I think in the meantime, like, she was still working for Jancy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, Jancy, why are you asking me that? I've been here the whole time. Also, I'm like huge compared to you.
Jancy's a little old lady. It's fine.
Yeah. I'm just like, no.
Actually, I guess she's not that little. She's pretty tall.
Yeah. She's like,
Lola, why are you so slight?
I guess if you ignore her hair, she's like,
5'6".
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, 5'5".
And she's standing with perfect posture too.
Yeah.
So she's even shorter if she slouched.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I wanted to do. I don't know if I'm allowed to make this reference.
Okay.
You know that it's used often as a meme where it's the girl picking up the book.
Wait, I don't know if I know what you.
It's like the blonde busty girl and she sees a book and picks it up and turns into a little nerd girl.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
That's Rosé.
Okay.
Except she's still like kind of stupid.
Did she pick up a book one time
Yeah.
and her whole personality has changed?
In her mind. She got a job and she's like, I did it.
I'm different now.
She saw that York was learning to read and was like, "What, are you going to read books? Oh my God, this book actually sounds really good."
Let me finagle. Let me
Yeah, go for it.
Finagle.
I want to figure out how York learned to read.
Yeah.
Did he work with Jancy on it? Who would help York read?
I do think, I will say that Jancy has been on a break from doing any cases since the previous case.
So is it possible that he worked with Jancy on how to
Has
read?
she been hanging out with us?
She has had like a month off, so yeah. She could have helped York to learn how to read.
Because I imagine she would probably be sick of it by this point.
He's like, I can't keep having you be like this.
We have to make you different.
York, if you're going to be a detective, please, you might have clues you might have to read.
Why would I have to read them? Rosé can read them.
That seems like a lot of work to put on the poor girl. Maybe you should... Don't you want to be a little more, I don't know, independent?
Oh, you're right. In that case, Grandma can read them.
It's pretty punk to be on...
To be literate.
to be independent from needing anyone else. You can stand on your own and just use your friends as friends. And they can just they can boost you up
as friends.
instead
Jancy,
of
this speech is kind of dumb.
Yeah, Jancy, it doesn't sound right when you say something is punk. It makes me think that it's really not punk. But I
I'm
see what
really
you're
not
trying to
sold
do.
on punk, Jancy.
I've truly never had to think about why learning how to read is good and why you should do it.
Maybe less people should know how to read.
He makes a
Whoa.
point. We should unlearn how to
Jancy,
read.
can you teach me how to not read?
No, I cannot.
It's easy. Just look at the drawings on the page, but don't know what they mean.
Okay, let me try. No, I still know what that says.
Oh, dang it. All right.
Hold on, let me
well,
blur my eyes.
I guess if no one else can learn how to unread, I don't want to be left out. So I'll have to learn how to read.
Yeah, come on, York. All the cool kids are reading.
All right, even
I'm
I
still
felt
not
that one.
sold on any of this. I always panic with the legs, even though you never see them.
Yeah, it's true. This is for our reference only if I have to draw you later standing
Yeah.
somewhere.
But yeah, because I think she's still just been working her little job. She loves working for Jancy. She sees Jancy as a mother figure. Does Jancy like working with her? There's no way to know. Is she good at her job? She's not as bad as she was before.
Wow.
That's improvement.
That's growth.
Yeah.
I see potential in almost everyone.
Does that include me?
Almost everyone.
You didn't say yes.
She hasn't fired us yet.
That's true.
But yeah, I just believe in Rosé continuing to just be the little office bimbo.
Hell yeah. Janty needs a little office bimbo in her life to keep her young.
To fuck up the paperwork. That's why Jancy took a month off, and Rosé's like, then what am I supposed to do? No one else will hire me. Maybe this past month, Rosé's just been like a like shut in, getting really into like the series of games Valanius is in.
Oh, are there more
I miss my wife tales. But yeah, I was thinking, as much as I love the space buns, this time high ponytail.
What about some earth buns?
High ponytail.
You know, let's get real.
What about some pork bones?
Yeah,
What about some pork
We're
buns?
not in space anymore. No more space buns.
That's true.
That's crazy.
High ponytail.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
The multiple starts on that joke was very funny.
Hi.
Hi buns.
High bun. Wait, pony. Wait. Wait.
Pork bun.
Pork bun.
One subtle Rosé detail is, I fucked up this entire hairline, is because she has a lot of little scars and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And but I think as she like became friends with her buddies, she like opened up more.
And so she's not hiding them as much
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
Aw.
That's cute.
And you guys have definitely been hanging out, right? Since the last case.
We never stopped.
We're a bonded pair of 3.
A bonded pair of 3. That's what it's called.
A bonded
We're still
threer.
working on the reading thing and the words and the language and everything, really.
Do you guys all live together?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, why
I thought
not?
we did.
Yeah.
It's canonical.
I mean,
now.
I know, like, y'all aren't on the lease, but like I thought.
Well,
You're always there.
York has some unconventional ideas about what it means to live somewhere. He thinks he lives wherever he is at the moment.
I see.
Whoa.
So he isn't there all the time because he's just somewhere else. And it's all the same to him.
That's deep, buddy.
But you do also have a lot of your stuff there and a bed that you sleep on that is there.
But there are beds in a lot of places.
Your name is on the chore
Just
wheel.
because you can lay on it doesn't make it a bed.
It's on the chore wheel.
So that means you live here.
Yeah.
Did Jancy set that up? Who made the chore wheel?
Jancy came over one time to our apartment.
It was like, bitch, you live like this.
Like we gotta set up something.
Yeah.
You guys invited Jancy over once for dinner.
Did she have a great time?
I'm sure.
It was a real comedy of errors.
Can any of us cook?
York can't cook.
I was going to say maybe York can like only barbecue.
Rosé can't cook. She's dumb.
We watched Buzz cook that one time, and so we tried to do that, where it was just a series of images of us cooking.
but it didn't work
didn't
the
work.
same way.
It came out one of those classic like brown piles with like an eyeball and like a bone.
Yeah, I don't
did
even know where that stuff
Did the
came
Breath
from.
of the Wild thing where it's pixelated.
It's pixelated, yeah.
Jancy did get you the Buzz recipe book, but you are using it to prop up one corner of the kitchen table.
Yeah, the table. York got real mad one poker night and smashed the table. So we need to prop up that side with a cookbook.
York got mad because he kept yelling that no one is more powerful than the king. And he's like, it doesn't matter how many jacks you have, they're not going to beat the king. That's why he's the king. He's the strongest one. Huge heated debate.
Yeah.
I think Rosé tries to cook for everyone, but it never works. It's kind of bad.
But we do eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's objectively bad. Maybe York doesn't know any better.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he just eats it. I don't know about Grandma. Jancy is alarmed.
York judges a food's quality by its quantity.
Oh.
Wow.
So if there's more of it, it's better food.
Okay.
I think Grandma's polite and will pretend to enjoy the food that Rosé makes and then go out and get something else to eat.
Oh, Rosé finally gets pants.
Yeah.
Huge. And Grandma loses the pants.
Yeah.
There must be at least one not wearing pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the balance is
Yeah,
maintained.
now Rosé can have pants. Yeah, Rosé just shows up to this meeting in like her work fit. She's like, you didn't tell me we were going out.
Then looks at York. Are we going out?
I'm really confused.
I can't tell what we're doing.
Jancy.
Well, I'm not in, so
Damn.
so we're out.
I feel like I still need to have like the fur hood jacket. That's been a constant.
Yeah, I do like that. Always
Yeah.
be in there. It's the Rosé's version of York's armband and Grandon's flower. Because there's always been a flower, right? Or like a plant
Maybe
There's been leaves
on the head.
Yeah, it was leaves. I think season 1.
Yeah. The head plant.
Yeah, it bloomed. It bloomed like Grandma.
That's beautiful.
Maybe Rosé's in her flop era.
I thought she was getting out of her flop era.
Yeah, but sometimes you have to get into a deeper flop era before you come out to your like good era.
You have to dig
This is
straight
fair.
through, straight down, so you emerge out the other side.
Yeah.
She's still picking that book up, okay? It's not quite in her hands. She's fumbling. She's fumbling
Oh,
it.
it's so slippery. Oh, no, I can't hold on to it.
It's a slippy book.
She's like, Jancy, I did the files wrong again.
Isn't that funny?
Jancy's like, I prepared for this. I already made a copy on my own. She just slips it into the outgoing pile. It's really cute. I also want these pants.
We love just like real comfy pants.
Yep.
I was like, I'll give her. Look, she's getting the pants. She's getting the pants.
She's getting the pants.
That's called growth. She can get actual like pants with cuts later. The only cuts we're getting are cutouts. Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, why not? She's still. It's the transitional period between like the flop era and the slut era.
It's
And
the flut era.
The flut era.
Or the slop era.
Slop era.
Honestly, yeah, that might be it. We might have gotten there.
Well, we've got pork, so let's get
We
some
got
slop.
pork and slop. It's perfect.
Yeah, I'll fix the rest later.
That's what later is for.
Yeah. Look, she works a lot. And since stuff's been like kind of busy with, or like Jancy hasn't really been giving her as much hours because she's off and not because she does a bad job. Like she's had to do a little like outside work as well. She's on the hustle, you know, she has to pay for rent for 3 people.
I imagine that Jancy has hired you all in a capacity where if you guys don't have a case, that's fine.
Yeah.
So you're still
Okay.
getting paid. That's
Okay, so she's not working a ton of jobs. Maybe she just like does some for fun.
She took a break and she knew that was her decision. She
Yeah,
didn't wanna
like maybe
put you
she'll do
guys in a
some
bad
remote
spot.
work for like fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's also really involved in the Valanius fandom. She like has organized some like zines and stole the money. You know.
Also, York gives all of his money to Rosé
Oh.
just to be like, you handle this.
I only know how to work in bones.
Yeah. Just all of his finances go through Rosé and he does not check on it.
Yeah. She's not the worst with money. She's not the worst with money. She just needs more of it sometimes.
Fair. I mean, she's had to figure out how to make her money go, you know, the distance for so long.
Like Hercules.
Like
Yeah.
Hercules.
This is cute.
I think
Yeah.
this is the rosé. It'll look better in the render.
These
love
are
Crew.
wonderful.
Okay, the gang's all here.
We're
Everyone
here.
is dressed for a different occasion.
Let's hit the town.
You know, it's been a bit since our last case. I've been taking a little break, and I think I'm going to continue this break. The last case that we did kind of, how do the children say, rocked me a little.
I don't think that's what the children say.
I've never heard anyone of any age say that, Jancy.
Yeah, it rocked us. Oh, yeah, no.
I get what you mean, though. It did definitely did rock us a bit.
It was pretty a lot.
It was a lot. And, you know, I always considered my greatest strength to be my memory, and having that taken from me was a little shocking. So I'm still going to take a break, but a case did come in, and I figured it would be a good one for you 3.
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
We
We're
have to go on a
back
case
on.
again.
A case.
I've missed it. The blood's
We'll
pumping.
Take the case.
I trust that you 3 have enough experience by now.
Yeah, let's go, y'all. Let's get out there
All
and
right.
do it.
Yeah,
All
like
right,
we
bye,
did the-
Jancy.
No,
Jancy,
wait,
you're taking a break. You just take as much time as you need.
Yeah.
We're gonna go
York,
solid.
We
Oh,
will
God.
handle
I want
it.
uppies.
Okay, come here, Rosé. Get on my shoulders.
No,
Okay.
don't.
I would also like
I have
updates.
information for you.
Get on
before you go.
Rosé's shoulders.
Okay, here I come.
No,
Hold
don't
on
worry,
tight,
Jancy.
spider
We got
monkey.
it. We're headed out. We're too tall for the door now.
Ow.
Are you 3 okay? Are you just gonna hang out on the floor while I?
We're excited.
Yeah,
That's good.
we got the case sumis. You said we
Yeah.
got a case and we got real excited.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the enthusiasm is very much appreciated, but let me give you some more information before you go out there.
Yeah.
Because it's, it's kind of a grim one, and I apologize to have a grim one come in,
Oh,
but
I mean, we haven't had any that were like
fun.
a blast. It's usually been crime.
Yeah, our track record is pretty grim, albeit successful.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's, good point. But this one's a big one. Someone's been killed.
Again?
Yeah. Yes.
that
Yes.
keeps happening,
Why
huh?
does that keep happening?
I don't know.
People got to stop doing that.
That's like 3 murders, 2 murders. It's an unusually high amount of murders.
It's too many, for sure.
It's too many for sure. But this one has taken place in Midnight Alley. So I'm gonna send you over there. Do any
I
of you?
love that place.
Yeah.
I go over there sometimes for some shows. They got a venue down in the basement over there.
Ooh, do you
Okay.
know any good restaurants?
No.
You're right. I guess that was a silly question.
You keep us so well fed, Rosé. Why would we need to know about restaurants?
You like when I cook for you? I'll do it more then.
But this one, Midnight Alley, I basically accepted this case sooner than I probably wanted to come back, just because the people of Midnight Alley are friends. We go back a long time.
You have friends?
What? Yes.
How come you never introduce us to your other friends?
I thought
Yeah.
you just hung out with us.
No.
I thought your only friend was the job.
That would be mentally unhealthy.
Your best friend was the truth.
Oh, well,
I thought your best friend was me.
you three are definitely up there somewhere in the mix.
We're in the top
mix.
20 for sure.
But yes, I've spent a lot of time in Midnight Alley, and I've made a lot of friends there, and they've apparently had a murder happen. So I figured we would send them some help. I just don't feel mentally ready
Was
to
it one
tackle
of-
that.
It wasn't one of your friends that got murdered.
No,
was it,
no,
Nancy?
no.
Okay.
Was it one of
just some
your enemies?
rando.
No.
Okay.
Just some rando.
A friend of a friend?
I don't quite know who the victim is yet.
Oh, we just know that someone is okay.
no.
Okay. All right. Well,
Yeah.
we might be getting set up for something here.
But you've checked on all of your friends and they're still alive.
They're fine. It was
Okay.
it was called in by the person who owns the building, who is a friend of mine.
Okay.
So,
We'll be sure to say hi from you.
Yeah. I'm going to
Thank
ask
you.
them all about you. I'm so excited to learn more about you.
Great. Very good. Definitely love that. Do you three
I'm
have
sensing some sarcasm.
Do you three have your Drawtectives pins ready and put on your... Is it a place that's visible? I told them you'd be coming and that you'd be wearing the agency's pins.
Of course.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
if you
thank
look
you.
on my vest, under this pin, but above this pin, and to the right of this patch, and then to the left of this badge, you'll see it. It's right in there.
Okay. Great. As long as it's there and visible and people can identify you and
Yeah.
I
give
lift
you
up
accent to the scene.
I lift up my beard and it's right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I
you have to
usually
do that.
keep mines in my Valanius Ita bag, but I can move it to my collar for easy viewing.
Thank you. Yes, it's just so that people will let you into the building and not think that you're just, because there's a lot of people in Midnight Alley. There's a lot of people roaming around. They want to, let in the correct people for the crime scene. So just preparing them, preparing you. But to get to Midnight Alley, I wasn't sure your familiarity with the place, York. It seems like you've spent some time there. I've asked a friend to be your guide in the alley because it's a little twisty, turny, a little wild there.
Oh, yeah. I got lost there for a full week one time.
That's where you were.
Oh,
Yeah. I was eating rats.
That's concerning.
should I cook you rats?
I mean, they kind of grow on you after a bit, to be honest.
Don't tell the people of Midnight Alley that you have a thing about rats, because they also have a thing about rats.
Oh, okay.
Rat lore?
Yes, there is some rat history down in the Midnight
I
Alley.
love
all
rat
right.
history.
You
Yes.
only cut the rats hot dog style, right?
Oh, I'm not a monster, of course.
Okay.
And then you can put another rat inside like a hot dog in a bun.
Are you three ready to go?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
All right, well, our friend should be here to bring you over to Midnight Alley. Let's see if he's ready.
Friend?
Friend? Ooh.
Eugene,
my
it's been
son.
so long. Oh my god.
Eugene, did you dye your hair like that to look more like me?
Who are you guys?